great if I do.
I know, right? I feel like you need to call me right there. So you're not separated from us. No. See, you were last man standing. You should have been. You were supposed to say. Fine. Okay, I do. Sorry, I would like to see and they may need the table. I don't know if
Yeah, we'll see.
or whatever.
I'm also doing that because they're supposed to. And I'm gonna recognize them first and then tell the scope kids. They're supposed to just briefly share their experience.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna tell them.
Well, maybe we should stay here while they share that.
That's what I was thinking. But I'm gonna do that at the end because I'm gonna let them do it while I'm calling the other name. So we'll recognize them first.
Okay. You just tell us where to be for photos.
That's correct. Almost. Hi, everybody. All right, well, it's 5:45. I'm going to call the meeting to order, and then I'll explain while I'm doing it in a few minutes. He's banging the gavel. If you would, please stand for a brief moment of silence and then the Pledge of Allegiance. Please face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Recorder, will you please call the roll?
Chair Laura Harrison, Vice Chair Jeremy Burnett, Keith Acton,
Here.
Deborah Thomas, Michelle Childs.
Here.
All right, so let me explain something. We only have 2 members of the Board of Education here. We knew that a couple were not going to be here, and then we had a kind of last minute was not able to come due to other circumstances. So we're actually not going to do the meeting part of the meeting tonight. We need to have 3 people to do the meeting, but we decided not to cancel the meeting because we have so many amazing students and coaches and faculty members that we want to honor. So we are going to do the board recognitions that were on the agenda tonight. We appreciate you guys making time to be here. We didn't want to reschedule that. So we're going to call your names and take some pictures and celebrate everybody that's here. And then we're actually just going to wrap up the meeting. So if you are here to hear the board discuss anything that's on the agenda tonight other than the recognitions, you would be forgiven if you got up and left now, because that's not going to happen. But if you are here for the student recognitions, then we're going to proceed with that. And I'm going to move the camera view and come on down to the front, and we're going to talk about all the great things that are happening in our schools. Okay? I'd like y'all to come down now too. All right, so actually recognizing the students and our staff members and coaches and things, I think in some ways, or arguably, is every bit as important, if not more important, than the business we take care of. We're constantly amazed, and our board members know this. We started talking about, well, as the schools get bigger and students are starting to win awards, we need to make sure we have a process to honor them. And we were thinking, so we kind of set the standard, and we said, well, it's going to be state recognition. If students or athletes or academics, if they're recognized guys at the state level they'll get invited to board meetings, and then we thought that would kind of cut down on the numbers. If you look around the room, that hasn't actually worked because we have so many students constantly that are receiving state level honors, and it's just really a joy and a pleasure and speaks to the quality of not only the instruction but the extracurriculars, the athletics, everything that's happening in the schools. And I am sorry there's not more seats. It's one of the limitations. But what we're going to do is I'm going to call the names of every student that is in these different groups, and we're going to ask them to come up. If you'll hold your applause until they get up here, we're going to take a picture, and we're going to also honor the coaches and sponsors and kind of proceed with that in mind. So the first group I want to recognize, this is a group that was selected as a competitive process to attend the SCOPE Conference. And the SCOPE Conference is sponsored by the Tennessee School Boards Association, and SCOPE stands for Student Congress on Policies and Education. So these were students that decided to take a leap and put an application out there, and if they were selected, as these 4 students were through this competitive process, they would go to Nashville, right? Yeah, Nashville, and basically represent Lakeland School System in scenario-based learning. So they were acting as if they were elected members of school boards, and they were debating issues with student representatives from all over the state. And we are so proud of these students for doing this, and nobody told me this, but I know they were the 4 best that were there. They just weren't allowed to say that. But we're so proud of the students for stepping out there and doing this, but also going up there and representing themselves so well. And students, I want to tell you this. You still have to smile in the picture. But part of what you said you would do is come back and report to the board about your experience. So we'll do the other recognitions, and while they're doing that, you can sit there and kind of think about that. Just a few sentences. We'd like you to just tell us something you learned, or that you were impressed by, or that you got out of that experience. Just very, very short. Doesn't have to be long, but we would love to hear from you, and if you had a good experience, because this is something that the school board sponsors. So I'm going to call your names, hold your applause till the end, and then we'll get some pictures. So Elena Wright, come on up here. Kylie Davis, come on down. Claire Kiesel. We've got Tammy Lee. Y'all kind of squeeze in. Parents, you're obviously welcome to get pictures. Great. All right, and now let's give them a round of applause. Sit down, and then after we do the other recognitions, we'll invite you back up to share a few words. Sound good? They're ready. They were born ready. That's why they signed up. All right, next we want to recognize some athletes who qualified for state competition. Obviously a huge accomplishment out of all the athletes across the state to be one of the very few that get that earn the right basically to go compete. And this was an individual that competed in the Division I Wrestling State Championship, and we're so proud of him. This is only the second wrestler that we've had go to the state competition in wrestling. William Martinez, if you want to come on down, and you can clap now. He's the only one there. And we are also in, where'd it go? There it is. In Lakeland School System, to the faculty and staff members and the coaches, we actually give pins that recognize state recognition. So some of our teachers and staff members collect these pins like the Olympians do. But we want to recognize his coach, Thomas Hanna. Come on up. Thank you. And we want to recognize Tobias Boyle, Coach Boyle. Come on down. And after their recognitions, Keith and William are going to wrestle. So we've got all kinds of displays of it. Principals, come on down. Principals, you come be in the picture, if you will. Administrators, we want to thank Dr. Brown and Dr. Barbie for being here. Thank you, Ms. Millspaugh. All right, thank you. We also have, and this is obviously a big deal and not something that happens all the time, we have a swimmer who qualified for state competition. This is the Tisca Swimming State Championship, and this is somebody that worked hard all year, and when the regular season was over, got the call to go up and compete in state, and we couldn't be more proud of Liam Sheridan. Come on, Liam. How are you? All right, and then we got Liam's coaches, Catherine Booth. Is Catherine here? All right, Catherine, thank you. And Sabine Fayad is not here. Okay, can you be trusted to give her this? Okay, I'm sure you can. All right, no, thank you. So let's hear it for the coaches as well. Mom, did you get a picture? Got it? Okay, all right, Mom. Great, thank you. All right, the next group, our biggest group of the night, and you may have gotten a handle on what they did from their medals and their carrying robotics and all these cool things. So we're very proud of our middle school robotics teams that qualified in the IQ Robotics State Championship. So this is a program that started small with Ms. Hess. Where is Ms. Hess? Is she here? She's right there. I'm sorry, you snuck in. She got her medal on too. Thank you, Ms. Hess. And she started this program from the ground up, and they've just seen more and more success every year and more interest, and it's such a great combination of extracurricular and academics and putting their STEM skills to work. So we want to congratulate these students for qualifying. I'm going to ask you again to hold your applause. They'll come up, and then we'll applaud everybody at once. So and they may not all be here, but I'm going to call all the names. Madison Hall. Yep, kid, come on down. You can. Destiny Strickland. Kelia Mabasi. She's not here. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Jane Bassett Lucas. Avery Osini. Liam Reynolds. Brock Cramsey. Hayden Droughty. Anik Karmakar. Aiden Johnson. Jason Vijay. Andrew Graves. This is a really high level of attendance, by the way, Ms. Hess. I don't know what you did. The communication must be there on this, right? Kai Richards. Yeah, it's going to have to be like that. Y'all know. Y'all are engineers. Figure it out, right? Get Evan Chen. What if I told you it needed to be 3D instead of 2D? Can y'all like make some? Let's go. Oh, you can get up. You can get in front of each other. Well, that's what you're thinking. I like the way you're thinking. Johanna Bukas. Joanna, I may have said it.
It's Johanna.
Johanna. What is it?
Johanna.
Okay, so here's the irony. Before the meeting, I went to Johanna and I asked her how to pronounce 6 other people's names, and I thought I had yours down. So that is if you don't know the word irony, that is it. I did not. I looked at it too quickly, and I'm so sorry, Johanna. Congratulations. Thank you for your help. That's a true story. Y'all know my other favorite irony? Y'all know the band ZZ Top? There's only one member of ZZ Top that doesn't have a beard. Do you know what his name is? Frank Beard. That's true. That's true. He doesn't have a beard. And finally, Noah Allen. That's mercifully the end of my jokes. There you go. Congratulations. All right, we're going to get y'all's picture over here. Okay. Oh my gosh, yes, thank you. God, what would I do, Jessica? You can't forget Quanta Hess, can you? Come on up, Ms. Hess. Come on. There you go. All right. What do you need?
Yeah, Liam. Yes, it just. All right. Everybody will look here for the official board one. Smile. Thank you. I'll get out of it.
Everybody, yeah, y'all take a picture. And before they sit down, round of applause.
Oh, no, I wasn't hiding.
The way it was engineered.
She's an internal component.
You got it? We do love our administrators. Now, before y'all move, real quick. So y'all were holding things. Is there some demonstration, or is there something to show, or is there something you'd love to, Aiden? Let's do it. Let's do it. You're saying yes, Ms. Hess? Yes? No? Yeah, I think it's happening. I'm not sure it matters what we think anymore.
Alright, so, let me get this. We won the State for the Build Award, and these are replicas of the pieces. And so I'll show you. So practically, take 2 of the pieces, put it in there, you'll go up, grab it with this, lift it up, and then you'll set this other thing down here so the angle adjusts correctly. You'll go up, grab 2 more pins, and set it down on top of it. Then you'll retract this, and then grab it in total. Then if you guys see this gray piece right here, you back into the gray piece and you hook it like this. Hook it like that. And then you'll take your 2 stacks right there and flip it on top of that and release it. So you've got this right here. And then you'll take that, lift it all the way up, and put it on top of the skull, and that's practically how it works.
What did you make that out of?
Just the safety parts. So they had specific parts and
Okay.
built them from scratch. Yeah.
And you were all on that team that did that? No, different teams. Y'all had some different activities. 3 teams that qualified. Unbelievable.
Wow.
And what's
Different robots, and they all do different things.
and what's the? Did I see a robot name here? Does that have a? Is that 5020B? So that's not like R2D2. That's not its name. Oh,
There's the Costco guys, the lab house, and the cool kid.
okay.
Okay, so
There's a different design that he has. But
To do the same thing?
Well, they accomplish different things in different ways.
Gotcha.
Theirs is kind of like an assembly, like they just go in and collect, and it's just like loads, pins, it's loads.
Uh-huh.
Leaves a stack in the back, if you want to kind of like take over and show them in the back where it stacks in the back.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like a conveyor bot, so it takes those same pieces and loads them into the back, to where it would load it in, kind of like a pocket almost, to where we would have it in the doors, and it would create a 3 stacks. And then once we're done with it, we back up into one of the center goals to get maximum amount of points with those 3 stacks and continue going until the rest of the time of the match is up. So they all do different things to get different amounts of points.
Wow.
Okay, so is there one more? Because we might need to see from all three teams. Oh, it's the same. Okay, just similarly about one of the amazing, there are 3 state teams. Okay. That's awesome.
And then how much did you, to learn to do this, are you applying things, any answer's okay, by the way. Are you applying things you learned in school, or are you mainly learning it after school in the club? Learn a little bit of both, mainly after school, yeah?
And competition is different every single year, so we're having to learn something new every single year, how to build.
That's extremely cool.
Wow.
Parents, they could be doing a lot worse with their time, right? I mean, can we agree with that? Okay. Guys, we're so proud of y'all. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. All right. So if you would like to hear from the SCOPE members, you can. They're going to present very quickly, a few words about their experience with SCOPE, and then that'll be the end. There won't be any actual business discussed, but I'm going to go up and change the view. But thank y'all. Oh, yeah, of course. Congratulations, Ms. S. Thank you for getting them all here. Thank you. You want to? Yeah. Will you see this other student?
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Okay. Do you mind taking that? That'd be great. Okay, they might want it.
See you guys.
Did you get everything? I got it. Let me just switch the. I got it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. All right, y'all give me just a second. I think it's got to, don't you? Yeah, you can sign it. Oh, I was thinking.
It does? I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sure. You know, there's nothing here, so I can. Hold on.
All right. So. All right, this is in just the order they are listed on my invite sheet, but we're going to call up Elena Wright. If you want to just share a few things you got out of the SCOPE conference.
Hello. I learned like a myriad of things at the SCOPE conference, but one really cool thing I got to did is in my subgroup, I got to be on a mock school board. So kind of like y'all's jobs, and like our task was to pick a superintendent, and basically they had to say like their opinions on an issue that we had, and then when we elected them, we got to discuss about an issue with the school and like where funding would go. It was a really cool thing. But I just learned when being on the school board position like what y'all get to do, like a little version of it, and I think it was really cool and also really hard because you're like y'all choose the direction to our school, and I think y'all have done an amazing job. And another cool thing we got to do at Scope Conference was do a lot of debating about specific issues, and mine specifically was over if the ACT should be used as like state testing or not, and I chose not. But we actually won that debate, so
Excellent.
yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
All right, Kylie Davis.
I think one of my favorite things was getting to see all the different people from all over Tennessee and like really hear their outlook on so many different topics. Like we definitely went off topic in my group and started talking about things we weren't really focused on during our group session, but it was really nice to just get to meet like a wide scope of people and like share our thoughts and opinions and hear other people's opinions that I like might not necessarily have agreed with, but might have changed my outlook on something. And my group ended up picking me to go up for the mock debate, so I got to go debate the EOC topic, and we won. But it was definitely interesting because I never thought that like substituting the ACT for EOC testing would have been a thing. But it was definitely different to hear the other people's side for that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was grateful for the opportunity.
Please, yeah.
So I'm just curious,
And I'm gonna ask, we got a few other conversations going while the students are speaking, so if we could just kind of keep that down, guys, just a little bit. Thank you.
So why did your team want to keep EOC versus ACT?
I think one of our main like points with that was that the EOCs kind of follow like state standards, so you're taught exactly what you're going to be tested on, versus like ACT, you'd have to change the school curriculum, and you aren't taught that in a classroom, so teachers would have to go out of their way to create new test materials for the ACT. And because it's like administered, like where do they make it, like Iowa, somewhere in the Midwest, like that's not Tennessee, and they don't have to adhere to our standards. So that was really kind of what we tried to drill to. I think a lot of people were like, oh, but the ACT will set us up for college, and I was like, yeah, but you're not taught that in school. I don't know, it was a great topic. I was like, that'd be a great idea if you figured out how to do the little small things, but yeah.
Yeah, great response. Thank you. All right. All right, again, students, if you're not up speaking, please be respectful of the speaker. Well, based on the camera, I'm going to go ahead and say Claire Kiesel, you're next.
I'll explain to Dad. You want me to hold it? You want me to hold it for you?
I kind of wanted to go off what Kylie was saying at the beginning. Just the community there, it was so nice meeting all these new people from around Tennessee. I definitely learned a lot of things. Like over in the more eastern side, they are really focused on like hands-on careers, and they have like courses and stuff that we don't really think about as much over here, about like going into blacksmithing and welding and that kind of stuff, which I thought was really interesting to learn about. Just all the different things, even within one state, what can happen all over, all around, even in this one defined area.
Yeah, great insight. Yeah, thank you. It's a very, very, long and geographically and culturally even diverse state. So yeah, that's a great insight there. Thank you. All right, wonderful. Tammy Lee, if you're wondering if you're up next, you're correct. You've deduced it. Come on up.
This conference was such a great opportunity, and I loved learning about Tennessee's school system. But the thing I loved the most was meeting new students around all across Tennessee, and I loved learning about how they impacted their community, how they impacted their school, all the opportunities, and it just gave me a lot of inspiration. And the topics were great to discuss. I feel like debating like was such an interesting and fun thing to do, and it really helped me connect with the other students, and I think everyone clicked pretty easily. And it was fun, like walking around Belmont and just seeing new scenery and just, I don't know, meeting new people. And I even got to meet people that live here in Memphis, and it was such a fun experience and so many talented people. And overall, this experience was just so amazing, and I would do it again, like 1,000%.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Let's have another round of applause. Students, Elena, Kylie, Tammy, Claire, those were great. Those were really, really good. So thank you for carrying out your end of the bargain when they signed up to do this. They said they would come back and report to the board. Mission accomplished. That was terrific. But again, thank you for representing us so well. And everybody that's all the students that are still left, we're grateful for you and to you, and love that you are representing Lakeland School System in this way. So as I mentioned earlier, if anybody just tuned in to the live stream, we don't have a true quorum here of 3, so we're not going to discuss anything on the agenda. And I guess, are there any announcements or anything?
If you could just tell them about, everything will be on the live stream if they want the video.
Yes, if you'd like to watch the video of your speech, it'll be on our YouTube page, the Lakeland School System YouTube page, or of your presentation. When we called out your name, we will put the pictures up on the Facebook page probably tomorrow. And again, thanks and have a great night. We are adjourned. Thank you.